unknown, thirst for knowledge can't be quelled, and I plan to be remembered as Runeterra's Magellan. I play the bot lane, habit AD, no fuss, and I carry more games than Toys R Us. I'm uncontrollable, landing shots from afar, snowball more often than new with max CDR. I got a non-flash blink, so I can't be pinned, and if it sounds dangerous, it's how you know I'm in. I got no fear. The unknown is my
so a question from the Elise last game about why building Leandri's wasn't the best. Like when there wasn't a whole lot of MR or health on the enemy team to really justify buying that versus like if you wanted to build something more offensively, like a can't think of it right now. The
what to do?
Morello or
Morello Nomicon?
Yeah, Morello or some cheap AP item like that.
Yeah, and if you're going like a heavy damage build, yeah, you can build that, but it should be later. It's a late game item, and yeah, you're getting later in the game, but
the other team wasn't.
Yeah, the hunting guys and the sword shoes were a great start. Those are really good items. Elise benefits a lot from penetration, so you can get a void staff if you want. But don't just it's just not the upgrade on it. Just isn't the best thing. It's for like 90% of champions who get the hunting guys. The upgrade for it isn't that good. Like, I mean, it's not that good to get early. The hunting guys is a great early item. It gives you health, magic, pen, and ability power, and it's cost efficient. The Leandries is like really good on certain champions. It's not bad on Elise, but there are just other items that are more important early. The later in the game, the better the Leandry's Torment is. But it's not. I'm trying to think. It's kind of like a Brutalizer when Brutalizer didn't have a really good parent item early for Pantheon.
Yeah.
Like, it's just. The mask is just so the hunting guys is just so good, and then Leandry's is good too. But the money it costs for how good it is, it's not bad. It's just not your next item. It's your last item. And even a lot of people, like if you see Balls play Elise, 90% of the time, not Balls. If you see Meteos play Elise as he jungles her, 90% of the time, even if he goes like AP, he's not going to finish Leandry's until late.
Yeah, just because the damage is dependent on the other team building resistances and health.
Yeah, especially health.
Yeah, and when you were that ahead, they didn't have the chance to do that. So, yeah, if you're going to go damage, pick an item that scales more with your ratios directly, since he already had that much pen, or probably better would to go for like a tank route.
Yeah.
So yeah, like getting the locket, whatever part of it you can get for the cost.
And most champions who do get Leandry's Torment, there are a few who, like, I mean, you can do it on Nivea, Teemo,
Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble. But even Rumble, like, most people will see, a lot of people will get the hunting guys early, and then
I really do see like two camps with that. It's either people rush that, or they'll sit on the hunting guys and go towards the hourglass.
Yeah, a lot of people will take the hunting guys and then sell it late. And a lot of people will take the hunting guys and just leave it until the end and then upgrade it to a Leandry's at the end.
Yeah.
All right, so we're singing our top.
Let's get it. Let's talk about this game here now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, once again, plugging it. This is the Bronze Boot Camp. We go live every Saturday as part of the Trinity Force podcast. If you've heard of them, which you probably have, good for you. But if you haven't, you can check them out on their website. It's www.trinityforcepodcast.com. You can check out all the podcasts and all the information for battle arenas over there. There's plenty of stuff to learn over there, whether you're new, you've been playing for a long time, even if it's just a discussion. And if you're into discussions, speaking of, there is now a new subreddit open for Trinity Force Podcast. It is, I want to double check this just to make sure I got it right. It's reddit.com/r/T-Force Network. We post all of the episodes there, and you can post your own stuff as well if you want to open up a discussion about a certain episode or about a certain champion or whatever. We love to have people talking there about League of Legends. I think we're good. Let's talk about the game.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we're almost done with picks and bans, let's talk about bans.
Sure.
We have Assassins and Rek'Sai from Blue. I'm happy with those. On the right side, we had some interesting ones, like Warwick, who we haven't seen played or banned yet.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty interesting. Katarina and Fiora, I'm fine with. Like, a lot of people have trouble dealing with those two champions. And a lot of people have trouble dealing with Warwick too, but he's just...
Warwick was the 420 ban.
Yeah.
After that, it wasn't worth it because number one, they did nerf him, so it wasn't insane, and with that, his play rate dropped off a ton, which makes banning him even less effective. Because like when you're doing the bans, you need to keep in mind not only their win rate, but also like how often they're played. So even though like Poppy may have like a huge win rate, she's not played like ever.
Yeah. Okay, and then picks and bans. So let's talk about the different lanes. Mid lane, or we'll just start with top, I guess. Top is going to be Gnar versus Quinn. Gnar was first picked, I believe. So Quinn knew what she was getting into. Gnar's really hard to deal with. I can see Quinn doing...
No.
Okay.
I don't like it.
The
I
thing
get
is-
the point behind it, but Gnar, a person who already has range on you, and when he does... Yeah. No, like, you do have your Vault as Quinn.
Yeah.
But because it's more of like it's a dash. The game treats it as a dash ability, even though it can go over plenty of walls and stuff like that. So you can be interrupted during it. So Gnar can stun you as you go in. Or like if you're going against Darius can pull you while you're in that. So it's easy to really counter it. If her ult is going to be completely useless. 100% useless in the top lane up against Gnar.
Her what is?
Her ult.
Yeah. Her ult would be like...
That is suicide.
This is when you can use her ult. When he has just come out of Mega form.
He can't... if he's even close to becoming Mega Gnar, you can't use your ult. It is absolute suicide.
Yeah, but she does outrange him.
By not a whole lot. Her range is 525.
I think you're right, but...
which is good enough, but...
Gnar's range is like 400, I think.
At max range, at max rank, I think...
No, I'm talking about his auto.
Yeah, his auto. It levels up.
His auto range levels up?
Yep. He gets more attack speed and auto range. So, like, at level 1, I should just look up the stats for it. But I think it's 275. No, it's more than that. 375, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty significant.
I mean, it's more than, like, the difference between Caitlyn and So okay,
Okay, Nar's 400.
245 and 400 at max rank. So he starts at 245.
Really?
Yep.
Mine says he starts at 400 and goes to 485. Think about how little range 245 is.
Oh no.
I'm on the wiki. I just got on the wiki.
Yeah.
At
But,
level 1
I have
range.
245 plus 5 times Nars level. Oh, yeah, bonus attack range. Oh, that's plus the 150 for Mega Nar. So it's 245 plus the 150 plus the 5 at level 1.
Okay, so yeah, he starts at 400. He gets up to 485.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but even like Quinn's at 525. So at level 1, he's
That's a 120. Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty significant. I
It's
didn't realize
significant
that's
when it's played well, you know, and you can use that range. But like out of the things, especially because like I play bot lane a lot, at lower levels, from what we've seen, that's one thing that's really not, you know,
Yeah.
focused on, is range differences.
Okay, so then you have. So we talked about top.
Yeah.
I think Quinn could do okay, but we'll see. Nar's just so good, but he's so good. He's so hard to handle as a melee, and as a range, you have to just keep track of his rage bar.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. Then we have junglers. Not much to say here. Mumu's really good team fighter and good ganks after 6, and Udyr can be a ganker or more typically just a farmer, split pusher.
Yeah. Like I wonder if this would be like a good game for Udyr to pick up the poacher's knife.
I guess no Mumu.
Yeah.
Mumu's pretty.
Like if you're confident enough in your counter jungling.
Yeah. The reason I wouldn't is because with Udyr, you really want that offensive. Like
The slow.
you either want the poacher's knife and then get the auto attack increase, the feral Flareon.
Yeah, the poacher's is his first upgrade.
Yeah. Okay. That could work. I'm trying to think of his other options. Yeah, that would be. That's not a bad decision. I think that would be a very interesting idea for him to go.
And looking at their team, I would totally invade level 1.
As
Udyr's team.
Yeah, as long as Annie's mid. No, I don't know.
We have the Lysandra and the Braum.
Yeah, but you have
And Lucian.
if you have AoE Annie stun, and then Morgana bind, that could be pain.
Yeah, I like they could get a lot farther ahead by invading if they do it correctly.
Yeah, I love invades in games like solo queue because people normally aren't expecting it.
Yeah. Like, I wish personally, I'd be fine if the game didn't start till 155. But I get, you know, invades are a very important part of the game.
Yeah. Okay, so let's, we didn't even get to the other lanes.
We didn't. So mid lane is going to be Annie versus Lysandra.
Yeah.
Which they both kind of fulfill the same role.
Yeah. Except Lysandra's more like a dive in. I guess Annie does too with her flash ults. Yeah, they're pretty similar. You're right about that. Okay, so it looks like the Morgana's supporting.
Yep. Against Braum.
I can't really say who has an advantage between Annie and Lys.
Well, I mean, they do have. Well, Lysandra, I don't know. I think Annie has a slight advantage early game, and then after that, I think it comes down to who hits level 6 first. As far as the lane goes, Lysandra's gonna do better when she's roaming.
Yeah.
So I think she needs to look for that.
And then bot lane, I like Braum Lucian.
It's always a really strong combo.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But Work Shield can be a detriment to that.
Yeah, if you do it at the right time, and even then, like, there's lots of ways that can go back and forth. Like if she throws on the shield when you only have 3 stacks on, you can pop off another spell before you do your last auto attack, so you still get the stun off. Yeah. Sorry, I was running out of breath, and I was just trying to get through that.
I thought you were watching something that was happening. I was like trying to look around the map.
No, nothing's happening yet. Oh wow,
Lissandra's doing a good job of harassing her with her explosion damage.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nara, you should try to be trying to keep the lane even. Here, so yeah, you whenever it's up, use your boomerang because Quinn's trying to shove the lane as much as she is. Quinn in response, you don't need to be. Oh, it is already 3 minutes in. Even so, like I would save that ward because now it's not going to be out till 5 minutes. Till at least 4:30, 4:40.
Yeah, honestly, against the Udyr, you're probably going to be fine. But people normally gank between 3:15 and 4:15.
Not anymore. No, I don't see any that early anymore.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I gank.
Okay.
Because I play Volibear, and I proc my passive in the jungle to come out full health.
Yeah. I honestly see it mostly like at 5 minutes. Because most of the time you see people go back to get that upgrade.
Yeah, but even Amumu going back, he could go to top lane and be there around 4. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, Nara's really getting shoved out.
Yeah, go Quinn. I'm a believer.
Alright. Like, I wish, I really do like, I like Quinn as an AD carry.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, you play her a lot.
Yeah, I tried and I don't like it in the top lane. Like, there has to be so many conditions that are fulfilled to make Quinn, like, good in the top lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing like going Vayne in the top lane. There's no doubt that it works, but in most situations you're better off with a traditional top laner.
Right. If I'm Annie right now, I'm pretty low. And you don't have wards.
Yeah.
Oh, but she is low on mana. But
she does
still.
have the free one, so you get that.
Word. Oh yeah.
Does have Ignite too.
But
And
Annie
her passive is up.
Annie has her totem available, so she's used that. It's just so dangerous, but I guess this Udyr is really committed to the farm game, so.
Quinn's doing a good job of getting her double passive off, at least.
She knows what she's doing. Alright, on the bot lane, Lucian up 14 already. Wow, so much.
Okay,
No.
Yeah. Try to get off that Piltover Peacemaker as soon as the binding lands. So that, like, that way you would have gotten the most damage out of it as possible before minions or anything else moved in the way. And then, God, Morgana. There, like, that was a good try.
Caitlyn's having trouble farming.
She's also standing around a lot.
Yeah. Practice farming. Like, if you're not getting 90 by 15 minutes every game, you need to be practicing your farm.
Yeah, I mean, you can go for short bursts, like 5 minutes at a time, and like, cause by 5 minutes the highest farm you can get is 38. So if you like, and that, I think the first 5 minutes are the hardest because you don't have a lot of items and stuff to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go into custom games, start practicing farming. Let's see.
Yeah, that's like, if you can farm well, you will get out of bronze.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit on the last Caitlyn game. But as Caitlyn, You need to make use of... Oh, hold on.
Udo gank. Nice. But it's not gonna matter.
First blood.
Yeah, Gnar
That's
still had
sweet.
his ult up for that whole time.
Yeah, but he wasn't in ult form
Yeah, he was.
till the end. Yeah, at the end he was.
Okay.
But
Okay, with Caitlyn, going back to that, Caitlyn more than any other AD carry, you need to use your...
nice, Annie.
Yep, good roll there. You need to make use of your attack move button. It's normally bound to A. When you press it once, it'll get that indicator that pops up as well as an auto attack range. So you have a good... And he getting 2 kills now. Like, you can show like your full 650 range, and that way anytime anyone comes into there... Gosh. Can I talk, maybe?
Good job, Lysandra. And Amumu, you were right there, and it was really good of you to not help, because you would have died too.
Yeah.
So way to recognize that.
So to finish on Caitlyn here, using your A key, the auto attack move key, you can see when enemies initially come into your attack range, and you can use that to your advantage to get a little bit of poke out, whether it be just a regular auto attack or a headshot, which you need to be making sure you use on champions as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I mean, you have the longest auto attack range at the beginning of the game, more than any other AD carry, so you should need to be using that to your advantage with your positioning. You know, when you have a Morgana and stuff to help you out, you can stay farther back than most AD carries and still be effective in the game.
Definitely. It's been said. Okay, so actually coming into this lane, yes, Lucian is now ahead by 20 in farm, but that hasn't showed up in items yet. So effectively, you guys are even still, and you can try and make something. Like, you still have that. He has no advantage over you. Just other than what he. It's the same as if it were at the beginning of the game. Like, yeah, he has that CS lead, but it hasn't come to anything yet. So you can still play like you would have. It's still even. There you go. Come on, Caitlyn.
All right.
Oh, you have to go on Braum now.
Use your. That'd be a good time to use your
nice.
90 caliber net to get into range. Before then. And Morg could have been using that ult like to combo off of Amumu's to really chain better, so to make sure you get both of those sides off.
Amumu. Amumu waited too long, so she got Lucian jumped out.
Yeah. Like overall, that gank could have ended better.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could have gotten a kill had things been a bit more synchronized. If Caitlyn would have used her net or something to get into range, if Morgana would have used her ulti right after the Amumu ult.
Definitely. So now Lucian's actually up 30 CS. But this is a much more. This is our first like close game. Yes.
That was
Yes.
I don't know why Gnar went in. Like a lot of the power from Gnar comes from waiting until you have your Mega Gnar form, and especially against Quinn. That's when Quinn has her opportunity to go in on you, when you're still, little Gnar.
Oh.
So you just gave her the chance. So you gonna go down as well?
No, I don't think so.
One more. Yep. No, she's good. Thank you, Health Pot.
She missed it. It almost cost her.
Moo moo, moo moo.
Oh no.
No, oh God! No, moo moo.
Okay. Sometimes
he wanted it.
you know you can get it, and then you don't, and you're like, I should have gotten it. So you have to try for it. Like,
Yeah. Not saying it's a good thing that you should do. It's just something that happens.
yes.
Oh man. Okay, so Annie definitely going the DFG route. Lysandra, Morellonomicon. I wonder if we will see the double Morellonomicon.
And Amumu, the way to play that is as soon as she throws out her E, don't Q. Wait until she either goes or doesn't go, and then Q.
The warding in bot lane's been better this game than last game.
Blue
Okay.
team a dragon, but
Yeah,
red team
it's-
either run that way.
Yeah, they've got no advantages. They've got no wards set up to do a sneaky one. It'd be really risky for them to engage.
Nope, she's in trouble. Yeah.
Okay, now that they do have that support dead, they now have
The Narc
Yeah.
comes up.
plus they have the Gnar teleport, so they're fine to do this. Lucian should be helping though.
Yeah. There you go. Traded. That's so awkward.
Yeah.
Like, Lucian's not helping. Annie goes in.
It's hard to find an early coordinated dragon.
Yeah. I mean, they got it, but like, I don't know.
It could have been better.
Yeah, by both sides.
Yeah. It's like there's definitely a lot of times in solo queue when you just have to say, you know, we're not getting this dragon. Let's look other places on the map.
Yep.
Even last game, like with that Xin Zhao, people were waiting around the dragon for way too long. In the end, nothing comes of it.
Yeah. So blue's starting to pull out a little bit. Certainly not even close to being unsurmountable, but blue
No.
is starting to be the clear leader in this game.
Yeah, I mean, with Lucian now having his Infinity Edge done,
Yeah.
definitely puts
Yeah.
them ahead in the bottom lane.
You can't trade as Caitlyn Morgana right now.
Which
Cannot
means,
trade.
like, Braum, you're now free to zone out their bot lane. You can stand in front of the minions, make sure that they don't get theirs, and make sure your Lucian's able to get ahead further now. But you need to be looking and waiting for an opportunity to get that turret down so you can roam elsewhere. They can't really, I wouldn't say to push it down quite yet. Braum needs to be getting some wards down in the river, though.
Ooh.
Lucian playing a bit too. Oh god. Yeah.
That
That's the
crit.
thing. When it. Oh. Yes.
She can't hit the Qs. Product is having trouble
that-
hitting.
No, they had the ward. The good ward.
Oh, that was pretty sweet, but
Good heal from
yeah, he
Caitlyn.
does get the flash and the heal, so.
Yeah, when you are an AD carry and you're the only one in lane, you definitely have to play a lot farther back.
Yeah.
Because, like, you have no, like, if ever that happens, the other team should be exhausting everything they can to try to kill you. Because, you know, most of the time they will be able to, especially when you're a Morgana or a Leona, or basically anyone with any form of CC. You can normally lock them down when it's just
Yep.
a 2v1 like that.
Well played. Oh, that was beautiful, Annie.
Killing spree.
Oh my goodness. Very well played by Red Side. That's what they needed to bring themselves back. Here we go.
Yep.
Here you go, Red.
A little bit too cocky.
Yeah. I greeted for tower. That's what Lucian said. I greeted for tower. Oh, that was a chow. Nice.
Okay, let's look at what we're at here. So, let's see, not Magus, wow. No. Juggernaut for Amumu.
Yeah.
And Quinn, let's see, how much gold? Yeah, she's got more than enough. So yeah,
Blue
Tower's
team's
dead.
turret has been destroyed.
She can go back, finish Bork, and have another 900 gold to get Zergers.
Yeah, she's gonna be pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
Annie's strong. I mean, like, really the blue team, I'd say, or the red team individually is actually looking scarier to me.
Except
Except
for
for
bot
Lucian.
lane.
and then but they also have that dragon.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that first dragon is awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely a huge power spike.
Yeah, and it's not that big early because 8% early isn't a huge deal.
Well, I mean,
But
it's not small either. Like,
No,
even as soon as you get it, for like an AD carry and other ADs, that's an extra longsword right off the bat. Oh
Yeah.
my god. That was a really bad spot. That was perfect for Gnar.
Red team's turret
Yeah.
has been destroyed.
That's what I'm talking about, playing around that Gnarl. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, that's where Gnar's a lot of his power comes from. And if you're able to play around that, you know, you can be fairly successful in lane as well as team fights. You have to make him like try to bait out the ulti. And on the converse, if you're the Gnar player, you can use your skills to really like just float right at that line where, you know, people aren't sure if you're going to use your Mega Gnar or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About that first dragon, like because it's a percentage gain. Obviously, the later in the game it gets, the stronger it is. And if you can keep the other team from getting it, that's like sometimes like third and fourth, like fifth dragon is obviously huge, but sometimes it's taking like second to fourth dragons. I mean, obviously they're really helpful, but keeping it from the other team is almost more important.
This is really good for a red team.
Yeah, they have a good catch here.
Yeah.
See if they can make something come up.
Yeah. The rest
They
of the
wasted
cooldown.
they wasted too much on Gnar. I don't know if Annie's ult went on him, but like Morgana and a Mumu ult went on him. You don't do an AoE ult on one person unless it's a high priority target and a guaranteed kill.
Like, which it definitely can be Gnar, especially when he can affect a team fight as much as he is able to with his Mega Gnar form.
But it was
But
far from a guaranteed kill.
Yeah.
he still has jump.
And they're still waiting out there. Mega Gnar is available. He goes over the wall. There, 3-man Gnar ult.
Yeah.
And they're gonna
That was huge for blue team. That was a great fight. Good timing from blue. I mean, that was awesome.
And like you said earlier, when they just use too much to get Gnar, like sometimes you have to just be okay with backing off the dragon. You know, like people get in there, like they decide they have to get it that time. No, you can back off. You know, go shove your lanes or go back and then try to come back for dragon. As long as you have a ward and a few people still around it, it still makes it hard for the other team to really commit to taking it.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, they were just blue team was waiting for you there. Who ended up getting that dragon?
Udyr.
Udyr did? Okay, so yeah. That definitely did not help.
No, so they're on 2 dragons now.
Which, I mean, the second dragon isn't a huge deal right now. Because that's the tower damage, or is that minion?
I don't remember, but the important thing is red didn't get that 8% boost.
Yeah, it's towers. Yeah. Yeah, that's denying it's another big part, yeah.
And the later it goes, the more important it is to keep denying them. Because if they don't get the 8% boost and you have it, it's like huge. Ooh. Yeah, that was a big turning point. I mean, blue is already a little bit ahead, but not that much. Now they're at 4K and
Lucian, what are you doing?
it's like just chilling.
Yeah, yeah, Morgana was right there at 3 passive stacks on her.
Oops.
Just kind of, yeah.
This knows what she did, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yep, and this is like the point where the Quinn top, even if she's able to do okay in lane, like you're not able to affect team fights as much.
Oh, Braum, you know that shield keeps her from taking CC, so just throw that Morg. Throw your ultimate and more. Don't drop your ultimate on somebody that has a Morg shield on him. Sorry, I'm a move.
Rampage.
Yeah. Gosh, I hate Gnar.
Shut down.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And I can't play him, that's the other thing. Oh.
What? It's like you flashed over the
That's
wall.
Tibbers. She can hit him right now with Tibbers.
She can, but
Yeah,
that happens.
That should have happened like a long time ago.
Yeah.
The Tibbers drop.
That was like because Braum flashed over the wall, then he went over this. Then he just walked right back to the same wall.
Oh yeah, he just walked straight.
Yeah. Like I thought he
Yeah.
would have turned back towards the mid lane, but no, he just kept going.
Nah.
Killing
That,
spree.
oh my gosh, that alley-oop.
I like getting the Bloodthirster as a second item on Lucian because you know you're this far ahead. Getting that extra AD right now is definitely fine. Like definitely now you need to go for some attack speed. Preferably, I think.
Shiv. What do you think?
Like I want to say Shiv just because it contributes to your burst,
Yeah.
but I think. Yeah, Shiv.
I think Shiv, definitely. Trinity Force is also awesome, but probably Shiv is the better option here.
Yeah, I mean, since you already have the IE, it'd be good to have something more to combo with that. I mean, like, even as an AD carry, Quinn does not excel in team fights. You need to be looking more for, like, split pushing. Or especially catching someone out. Quinn is, like, great assassin. I mean, you could probably even kill their Lucian 1v1.
Oh, wow, nice. Caitlyn, you're Caitlyn.
Yep, you gotta use that range to your advantage.
Blue team's
Yeah.
turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Yeah, he's stuck
Meanwhile,
now.
in the top lane.
Get that turret. Yeah, Blue's running away with this now, even with that.
Whatever this is going on in the top lane.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I don't know.
If it were just Udyr, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, listen, they don't both need to be up there.
Yeah.
And it would have been better if Lissandra was down in the bottom lane.
Killing spree.
Maybe not, to get the turret, but even just get that farm and push out the lane.
But they're the clear front runners at this point. Like 42 to 34 plus 2 dragons. Dragon is up though, and no one's made a move for it.
Yeah.
Which is,
The third dragon for them would be a good advantage to get that extra move speed.
yeah.
Help them much more with initiations.
Yeah, and it helps. They have like Chase and Gnar and Udyr and Lucian even.
Oh yeah. They're just really staying around. For a
That was
long
such a
time.
strange decision by Annie. Like, what are we gonna do?
Blue team double kill. Blue team triple.
I think a big part of it is just you need to consider like what your opponents want to do.
Blue team
What?
quadra kill.
Yeah, just for the swag points.
Swag. Yeah. Consider what your opponents want to do, and like, okay, if I were this person, I would be looking for like, if I'm Annie, you could think, okay, if I were Lissandra, I'd be looking for me right now because so I could kill me. I should probably run.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. Well, that is really cool. He's smashing down that tower with a dragon head door.
Red team's turret has
Definitely
been
looks cool.
destroyed.
It does.
But yeah, I don't know why they're so attached to this top lane.
Ayo.
Like, they've got this many people up there, you've just basically given yourself free reign over the dragon. Like we've said before, it's about taking the easiest objectives first. And when you have dragon or that bottom turret, especially now.
Yep. And that applies to kills too.
Mm-hmm.
Take what's given. Take the easiest. What's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Alright, so now you see as blue team, well, I guess you don't really see anything. But
I don't like Lucian getting the brutalizer now.
is he going for Yumus?
Yeah. If you're getting Yoimus, you should have gotten that instead of the Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
At this point, you need to start working towards attack damage. And that's because, the stats you get from Brutalizer are nice, but they're more suited towards early game, where that extra 10 armor penetration means more.
Yep.
Versus now, the extra attack speed and crit chance you get from like a Zeal item it would increase your damage exponentially versus the Brutalizer. You're speccing too much just into attack damage. Like we said in this game, last games, whatever, diversify. And there's different stats besides attack damage that you have to get as an AD carry.
Yeah. If you're going for an item like that, at this point, it would be Trinity Force. But Shiv would have been better.
Yeah.
Lucian, oh my gosh, he's gonna get a pent up.
I know we talk a lot about, like, as the AD carry, you want to be, like, in the back line. This would have been a better situation just to stay, instead of going backwards, to go forwards. Like, if he and Nar would have gone forwards and gone into their team, they could have ended that fight a lot better. Because, I mean, at that point, the one that was chasing them, the Amumu, had already used all of his abilities and everything, and he wasn't a huge threat. But he and Braum were still backing up to try to deal with him, while Nar was getting kited and killed alone.
Yeah, I think the problem there was where were Udyr and Liss? Were they there?
No, they weren't there yet. But I mean, just the three of them, with how far they were ahead, they could have still won that fight if they would have gone in all together. But instead, Nar died, and they ended up turning around once Lysandra and Udyr showed up.
Yeah. Alright, so we are at a 15k gold difference and a 3 dragon difference. This is pretty tough.
Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for them to come back to, especially because there's really no one on their team that you could call a hyper carry or even a carry.
Yeah.
I mean, best case scenario, blue starts to get sloppy, a red starts laying out some good wards, and the opposite's happening.
Yep.
Because, I mean, like I said before, Quinn can get some good picks. That's why, like, it's good. You need to just start shoving his 5 in places. Stay together. I don't think that's game. But it might as well be.
Yeah, they should win right here. Lucian's so huge.
Oh, yeah. 13 and 3 and 5 with almost 300 CS. Yeah.
Yep, GG.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So that was game 3, and that'll be Bronze Boot Camp for us today. Thanks for everyone for playing. If you want to check out the VODs, they'll be up later this afternoon. Just head over to the Trinity Forces YouTube page. You can find the recordings there along with the ones from last week. So, yeah, have a good day, everybody.
See ya. All right, man. Good job. You're like carrying that.